Foolishness. Foolishness. Look, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, not current husband, not current friend, no, the ex-husband, okay, has filed a $250 million lawsuit on behalf of him and Wendy. I'm like, first of all, I don't even think she like you, okay? Child, Kevin Hunter, who refuses to get a job, to move on, any of those things. He wants to be a grown ass man. He refuses to do any of that. He's still holding on and trying to get Wendy's money, okay? He filed a lawsuit, child, with the people. Okay, let me pull it up. He's trying to sue. Now, y'all know Wendy is under a guardianship. She has been under this guardianship, child, for too long, if you ask me, okay? Kevin wants his money, okay? As long as Wendy isn't able to work, he can't get any of her money, okay? He ain't fooling me, okay? So Kevin filed a $250 million lawsuit requiring and demanding they free her from guardianship. Why? Because he want her money. He don't want no job. To, so what is you doing? Okay, he said, look, I am taking legal ownership of what's going on with my ex-wife, okay? Now, per the court documents, okay, per the Jackson Brand, per TMZ, it's filed in New York's federal court, okay, accusing a court-appointed guardian and others of abuse, abusing the power, this in the guardianship as a punishment, okay, that Wendy is being confined against her will. Now, we do think she's being held against her will, okay, and she said it out her own mouth, okay? He says she's in an assisted facility with restricted access to her phone, family, and friends. And we've known that ever since she was on that show on Lifetime. So now Kevin is trying to get his hooks into the money, okay? Filing a lawsuit on behalf of him and Wendy. Ain't y'all divorced? I don't think she likes you. Okay. Now he said. Now we know that Wendy was diagnosed with grave disease of frontotemporal dementia. Okay, but Wendy passed the competency evaluation testing or whatever back around March of 2025. But he says since then, no one has ended the guardianship. She should be allowed to handle her own affairs. Okay, she's being subjected to over medication, financial mismanagement, okay, and fraudulent bondage round here. Okay, he said the people in charge of her care are doing the worst job ever. Now, the lawsuit names Sabrina Morrissey, who is the guardian, okay, the financial advisor, Lori Schiller, okay, ex manager Bernie Young, and then also Wells Fargo Bank, and several other people, okay. Now, again, he wants a jury trial. Okay, he wants $250 million in damages. What he says is loss of earnings, property, personal belongings, and reputational harm. I'm like, Kevin, you was the reputation that harmed her. Wendy ain't been right since Kevin was cheating on her with that Sabrina. No, was it Sabrina? Whatever his child name, his mama, what's the girl name? Serena. Is it Serena? Whatever the baby mama name is, her. Okay. Wendy ain't been right since that debacle. Okay. That caused me to spiral down some stairs she never got back up from. So Kevin trying to sue on her behalf for $250 million. He's trying to get his hands on the pocket of the wallet of the money. You wanna know why? Because he don't want to work. Okay. I don't like Kevin. Never have. Okay. And I feel like if anyone should be filing lawsuits on Wendy's behalf, it should be either her son, it could be her daddy, it could be her niece. Okay. Hell, maybe even Charlamagne the God. Anybody but Kevin Hunter, who caused the dementia, who caused, I don't want to call it dementia, but I will say he caused a decline in her mental health when he embarrassed her by knocking up his mistress. Okay? And then they had a divorce. Anyway, so now TMZ, hold on now. Because TMZ talked to Wendy. Okay, and she said, child ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, I have nothing to do with the lawsuit my ex filed. It feel like a money grab. Grabbing for the money. Now, I'm gonna say this. Wendy, you know, does not need to be on her own accord, but she don't need Kevin. Okay, do she need to be put on a conservatorship? Not with Kevin and not with Sabrina. No, ma'am, no, sorry. But Wendy told TMZ, I have nothing to do with this lawsuit. I think it's a money grab, even though the paperwork, okay, has him representing me. It has nothing to do with me. Okay, leave me out of it. And they talked to her over the phone. Because TMZ and Wendy be chilling and be talking in conversation. I know that's not work. Anyway, she said despite the documents showing that he's suing on her behalf, she has nothing to do with this lawsuit. They divorced in 2020. Okay, was married for 21 years, have been divorced now for 5 years or whatever. They not cool. And I know at one point when they said we will always be family, that don't mean you're gonna sue on my behalf to get my money. Not today, not ever. Now the suit he's doing okay. What else did he say? Again, he's accusing them of abuse, neglect, defrauding Wendy. Okay, if there's the guardianship is a punishment with no therapeutic purpose. Okay, there is no protective function to this. He says Wendy's competent to make her own decisions and claims the guardian is ignoring medical advice to keep her in this fraudulent bondage. We know about again the dementia, aphasia, grave disease, and all of that. He's like, but look, she's been overly medicated, okay? I mean, she was too. She was drinking, but she's not drinking no more. Anyway, but he said, look, the health professionals are. She's alert. She's very oriented. She don't need all of these things. Okay, get her off of there. But Kevin has an ulterior motive. Okay, he wants her money, in my opinion. Okay, why would you file a lawsuit on your ex-wife on your ex-wife's behalf, but not get her permission to do so? Now, first of all, how could he even do that? Now this is the question. Did Wendy tell him to do it and she forgot? Could that be it? But I don't know, Jesus. I don't know. Because can you just file lawsuits on somebody else's behalf who's under guardianship? Is that legal? I mean, is it? I don't know. Now, the guardianship started in 2022, so it's been 3 years of held of frozen bank accounts of the Wells Fargo and all of that. But again, when he said child, not me. Mm-mm. I have nothing to do with it. Now, the kicker is gonna be this: what does her son have to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, is the son aware the daddy is suing for the mama? What does her niece have to say? Hey, what else does Wendy have to say? Is Kevin doing this for attention? I think so. Kevin, go get a job. Okay, go work. Go do something. I just don't like it. I don't. Do I believe that Wendy is being held against her will? Do I believe that Wendy is competent enough to not be under this guardianship? I do. I don't agree that Kevin has her best interest at heart. I don't agree that if he sues and he gets the money, it will go to Wendy. I think if he sued, he would keep the money, make himself her guardian, and then spend it on, is it Sharina? Shireen? What is this baby mama name? I mean, she don't matter. I just wonder, okay? But look, don't trust Kevin. Don't. Okay? Kevin is also suing Dead Martin for Wendy's old talk show because he said, I needs my money. Now, I'm all for people going for what they're owed, but Kevin, go get a job. Go do something. Okay? You can't pay your bills. Doing that trying to sue on behalf of Wendy still makes you look like you are a corrupted ex-husband looking for the money. And I don't like it. I don't like Kevin. But what do y'all think? Should Kevin have the right to try to get Wendy out of the conservatorship? Should he have access to her money? We all agree she don't need to be under these people, but it does not need to be Kevin or anyone Kevin puts forth. Just the niece, maybe the son, but more importantly, just the niece. Okay, well this is a good child. Get who can we get? Let's get somebody else to do it. I don't even know who. Hell, pay me to do it. I'll do it for not for free, child. Not for free. Anyway, I gotta go.